Welcome back to Soul Renovation. I'm ADELINE Atlas, 7 times published author. Limitless, stop expecting her to shrink into your comfort zone. Limitations are inherited, not innate. They're taught, projected, repeated, and expected, but not truth. The woman you're witnessing wasn't built to stay inside your lines. She's here to redraw the whole damn blueprint. They said, you need to learn your limitations. No. What they meant was, your power makes me uncomfortable. And the truth is, she doesn't have any. Not in the way they want her to. Not in the way they keep projecting. You see, most people don't fear failure. They fear limitlessness. They fear the kind of woman who doesn't second-guess herself, who doesn't ask for permission, who doesn't need their applause to activate her next level. So when they see her, when they feel her, they don't know what to do with that. Because they've spent their whole lives learning how to dim, comply, shrink, perform, and she's standing there free. So instead of rising, they say things like, you need to be more realistic, or you're doing too much, or don't you think you're being a bit aggressive? But what they really mean is, please make yourself small so I can keep feeling big. But she's not shrinking anymore, not to make you comfortable, not to keep the peace, not to play into false humility. She's not interested in lowering her frequency to meet anyone halfway. She's not built for average. She's not coded for conventional. She's not designed to fit into someone else's fear-based worldview. And here's the shift. She doesn't need you to understand her. She doesn't need your approval. She needs you to move. Get out of the way. Step aside. Because when a woman who knows she's limitless locks in, she becomes unshakable. And if you try to cage her with expectations or doubts, she'll walk through it like it was never there. That kind of woman? She doesn't ask, am I too much? She asks, is this room too small for what I'm carrying? She doesn't apologize for her ambition. She doesn't tone down her ideas. She doesn't dumb down her intellect, soften her voice, or defer to someone else's insecurity. She knows who she is, and more importantly, she knows who she's becoming. And here's what makes her dangerous. She knows that limits are learned, that most of what society calls boundaries are just invisible walls built by people who stopped believing in magic a long time ago. But she didn't stop. She still believes. And that belief? That's her edge. So if you're listening to this and you've ever been told to be more realistic, this is your permission slip to unlearn that voice. The world doesn't need more reasonable women. It needs more radical ones. Women who don't stop at maybe. Women who don't stall at what if. Women who look limits in the face and say, that might be your line, but it's not mine. Because here's the truth. They don't fear your failure. They fear your full expression. They fear your potential realized, your influence activated, your mind unchained, your voice unfiltered. And that's exactly what you came here to be, uncontainable. So to the ones who said, you need to learn your limitations, tell them this, she did. She learned they were never hers to begin with. They were yours. And she's not living by them anymore. The School of Soul Vault is my private monthly membership designed for those who are done just listening and ready to start building. Inside, you get full access to my video series, the unfiltered teachings, the strategy, the game plans, everything I don't share anywhere else. If you're ready to grow in silence and rise with precision, this is where it happens. Join the vault, monthly access, lifetime impact,